For many years, when staying in Sydney, I must say that the Swissotel Sydney was never on my radar, and this is because it used to be a fairly old and dated hotel. Well, when I heard that it had undergone an extensive renovation, I was keen to check it out. And after all, it was also Mardi Gras at the time in Sydney. Hi there, my reveling reconnoiters. I hope you're doing magnificently. Thank you for checking out RedLightGreenLight Reviews. It's Ryan here with another hotel review, and this time we're back in Sydney for Mardi Gras at the Swissotel Sydney. As always with my stays, they are incognito so as not to influence the experience during my stay. 3 things that drew me to the Swissotel Sydney. Number 1, it was undergoing its final stages of refurbishment since lockdown. Number 2, it is in the center of the Sydney CBD. And number 3, it has a heated swimming pool, a must during Sydney's summer. Let's check out some online reviews. Justin K on TripAdvisor says, not a 5-star experience. No ability to drop off bags prior to parking. Informed that there was no bottles of water. Booked for 4 and they were only provided with 3 towels. In-room coffee is cheap powder coffee. Room service was good and the staff were friendly. And Pereira 2015 on TripAdvisor says, not a 5-star property. It is simply convenient and very central. 1 room service request took 5 calls and an hour. Room wasn't cleaned. The Wi-Fi gave up. There's miles to go if they want to be a true 5-star. Lisa Darren on TripAdvisor says, no room upgrade. The lady was quite abrupt when I asked a question. No water in room. Drink voucher was extremely limiting. Found the staff mainly to be polite, not particularly friendly. Breakfast was okay, nothing impressive. So, will it get the red light or the green light? Stay tuned for the verdict. Come with me and let's check out as I take you through the arrival of the room, the food, the amenities encountered during the stay, and while we are at it, remember to like and subscribe below. The Swissotel Sydney is located right on Pitt Street Mall, which is Sydney's famous pedestrian shopping mall, housing Westfield Sydney, the Maya Centre, and right across from David Jones. If you're traveling by rideshare, it can be a little tricky as there isn't a dedicated portico and you'd be dropping off on the street out front in heavy traffic. You can certainly reach the hotel by public transport since Sydney has the airport train that takes you into the central station, and then you can take the light rail down George Street to the hotel. At the entry lobby, there's a bell and luggage service with the reception lobby at level 8 via a couple of elevators. The hotel is in a beautiful Art Deco building across from the State Theatre, and it was undergoing its final stages of remodeling at the time of the stay, but only a small section of the lobby had yet to be completed. The central focus of the lobby is a large, stylish cafe and lobby bar framed with elegant arches and softly lit with pleated fabric surrounding the space. Arches looks like a great place for afternoon high tea, however, it wasn't something that I had time for on this stay. Further to the back is the restaurant, 10 stories, and off to the left are the elevators to the rooms, hidden just around the corner. The new corridors have an American contemporary design with asymmetric patterns and timber trimmings in contrasting colors. I was surprised that the room I received was an accessible room, which according to the floor plans is actually a little smaller than some of the other rooms. Upon entry into the room, I first noticed that it doesn't feel like a traditional hotel room. Traditional hotel rooms usually have an entrance door on one end of the corridor with the wardrobe and the ensuite on either side. In a way, this actually felt more like staying in a private guest room rather than a traditional hotel room, with the only caveat being the main door was right adjacent to the bed and opened straight out into the lift lobby. I do love the decor of the room, as it really felt like you were in someone's guest room. The minibar is located in a high cabinet. The TV mounted on the wall, and adjacent to it is the wardrobe. There's also a full-size desk against the room's wall-to-wall window. The king-size bed was really comfortable, medium plush, but the pillows left a little to be desired. There were two European-sized pillows which seemed smaller than normal European pillows, and there were two smaller rectangular pillows which again seemed smaller than standard 70cm pillows. It is a good thing that I travel with my own pillows, and yes, they did have a pillow menu as well to choose from. Another great touch is the wallpaper padded bed head against a glossy timber finished wall. These textures, colors, and surfaces gives the room a very warm and personalized feel. I do love how many hotel rooms these days have mismatched bedside tables, which always gives it a more homely touch. On one side, there's a clock radio, double power points, and a USB port, and on the other, a couple of bottles of water. Underneath this circular side table, which I love, there's an open shelf allowing you to place your electronic devices when they're not in use, when you're using it in bed. Along one wall is a wall-to-wall window with a full-size desk and a desk chair, and on the desk is a really cool lamp with a built-in shelf housing some PowerPoints. In the minibar cabinet, disappointingly, there was no coffee capsule machine, which would have been great given this fully stocked minibar is set at high eye level. Moreover, the very basic instant coffee and tea were just unacceptable. The only time you felt that this was an accessible room was upon entering the shower, where you get a lift-down seat and some grab rails. On level 10, you will find the hotel's recreational facilities, which includes the gym, the spa, and the swimming pool. The swimming pool area is really well designed with an Amalfi-inspired feel. The only thing missing are umbrellas besides the lounges, which the Hyatt Brisbane had. Check out my review for the Hyatt Brisbane. This is important because the Australian sun can be very harsh. And being an older property, the swimming pool is accessed by metal ladder stairs. The gym was of a decent size, but the choice of equipment was strange. There is a single machine, pin weight, which took up a quarter of the space and offered only 2 stations to work out. Needless to say, I didn't use the gym as the offerings were very lacking. Poolside food and drinks are ordered via an app and brought up in takeaway containers. Tasty, but not very luxurious. At the time of my visit, most of the hotel that I had patronized had been renovated or updated. This excluded the 10 Stories restaurant, which should be completed by the time this review is published. The refurbishment can't come soon enough, as the current space felt like a cafeteria in a nursing home. The breakfast buffet was fairly standard but also tasty. Some highlights are the Belgian waffles, fruit, compote, and salmon with cream cheese and chives to go with poached steaks. So let's talk opportunities. While many things felt fine at first, the light leak from the curtains was quite distracting when trying to sleep in. Also, the design of the ensuite and its exhaust system created a very strong return airflow, which resulted in a strong airstream coming out of the toilet auto flush panel behind your neck. This also created a very depressurized space, which made opening the ensuite door really difficult, and I am not sure how someone with mobility issues staying in an accessible room would have navigated this. Your boy Ryan here goes to the gym, and I still found it very challenging having had to pull using my body weight. Some of the most unprofessional things that I have ever seen in a 5-star hotel, though, are the semi-abandoned cleaning equipment in the hallway that sat there throughout my stay, which included a cleaning bucket and a vacuum cleaner. Also, the slow reception that lacked warmth and cordiality, and a lack of Cafe 10 and 10 Stories, whatever it's called, in terms of patron comfort, to even find a temporary solution for the cracked and peeling vinyl of the cushions, which were falling off their mounts. There was no apologies or attempts to rectify this by the staff. So, for my final verdict, while I had a great stay in this hotel, I have to say it just about scraped through to get a green light. Overall, the hotel was very clean and the lovely cold room was a great respite from the heat of summer during Mardi Gras and allowed for a very comfortable sleep on the soft bed. However, there is that feeling of the lack of professionalism, accountability, and pride in customer focus from the hotel staff, who seemed too proud and a little snooty to care. If you are a self-sufficient traveler and don't mind the small pillows or furniture awaiting replacement and staff that didn't really seem to care, then this is a fantastic central hotel with a fairly good amount of amenities and a nice heated pool that stays open late. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this review. This is another red light, green light hotel review. Subscribe below so you don't miss out on any updates. And comment below. I want to know what your own experience has been or what your thoughts are of this review. Who knows, your comments might even make it into our next video. And if you want to shout out, tell us which hotel you would like us to review next. Happy travels, fellow adventurers, and remember to tread lightly, especially when you're visiting a different country.